have it. We have a champion in the National Basketball Association. We said the Denver Nuggets will take this thing, and that they did. We ain't going to no intro, man. Y'all already know. The Denver Nuggets just captured their first NBA championship in franchise history. And man, was it a good finals and a good run for them? Steve-O,
For
what's
sure.
your early reaction for
First
these
off,
guys?
that was the best damn game of the series for sure.
For sure.
Hey, first thing first, thank y'all for putting on the entertaining finals. I don't care what nobody's saying. People talking about it's a record low since 2007. I ain't trying to hear all that. That was entertaining to watch. It was good basketball all around. So that first, I just want to say I appreciate that nonetheless because I ain't gonna lie. Last past these past few finals been a blur to me. It ain't been hitting like that for me.
I
But
feel it.
hey, shout out to hey, they won their first one. They didn't. It wasn't handed to them in one. They took it. They took every single game. It wasn't easy. It's probably one game they won this whole series that was somewhat, I won't say easy. They was more simple at the end, but for the most part, congratulations. It was a team effort. Some of the players that haven't showed up tonight. Michael Porter Jr. had his best game tonight. He didn't play his best, but it was his best for them, so he was active. Um, Joker did Joker things. You couldn't stop it. It was a little worrisome in the beginning. They was one making shots, and they seemed to couldn't figure out the heat on the defensive level. As soon as that second half hit, they made that adjustment. They figured out what it was. And shout out to the Heat because they showed. Well, I want to say shout out, but I also want to say if y'all showed this type of defense this whole series, y'all probably still be playing right now because
Probably.
that was probably your best defensive effort I've seen since the final start. If y'all was playing like
Exactly.
this whole time, y'all would have made it. But that's just my first early thoughts.
For sure. Yeah, for me, man, it's just saying that hey, the entire time, the best team in the West was the team that ran the West the whole entire season. But I'll keep it a buck. We banked on, you know what I'm saying, the experience of Golden State. We looked at once Golden State was knocked down, we looked at, you know what I'm saying, LeBron James and
Uh,
Anthony Davis, you know what I'm saying, being there. So we was like, man, we really overlooked the Denver Nuggets, but if we looking at their run, they ain't let nobody win no more than 2 games. The Phoenix Suns won two. Uh,
mhm.
the T Wolves, I believe, only won once.
Yeah,
So
it
they
was.
they they handle business. They handle business and they took it. Like this was
That's
something,
all.
you know what I'm saying, that they nothing was handed to them, but they took it. And they whooped some people because nobody saw them sweeping the Los Angeles Lakers. So I gotta give credit to them. I said Nuggets in 5. I tried to get in that one game. I gave the respects to the Miami Heat, and the Nuggets went on and showed them that they the best team in the NBA, and the right team won, man. And I'm with you on that
Yep.
last thing you said with the Heat. If they would have got this type of intensity and stuff while they was at home, they'll probably still be playing right now. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is for the Miami Heat. Y'all had some people, you know what I'm saying, that didn't show up. Caleb Martin was nowhere to be found eventually. You thought that you was going to get contributions and big contributions from Gabe Vincent, Max Strus throughout this series. It didn't happen.
Nope.
So,
Yeah, even though Master probably had his best effective impact game tonight,
right.
he still struggled to shoot, which is what they mainly needed you to do. And they just Kyle Lowry being the vet he did gave him a whole lot of life tonight. Ended with 12 points. But it felt like it was more, to be honest. Like he just hit a
Yeah.
lot of key shots and key moments. That last foul he got was a little stupid. I was like,
Yeah.
I would have did something like as soon as that switch happened, I was like, "Oh Lord, he finna kill him."
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
what he did. But for the most part, yeah, no Duncan Robinson for the night was a no
Bruh.
show. Gabe Vincent was a no show this whole series. Yeah, Bam probably had one of his best games. He was
Yeah, I think
effective.
it was probably his best game. I think he came on early with the intensity, and
Hmm.
if somebody else would have backed him up, and it could have went a different way. I'm gonna say Jimmy Butler. I
I was
mean,
about to go next.
he showed up late to the party. I mean, he did. He tried to will himself through. We know that he probably battling with some injury, is what has been reported, and you seen like
Hmm.
multiple games to where he was walking off the court at the end of the game with a an obvious limp. But Bam started off the game with so much intensity. If somebody else go ahead and just match that, and they could have just fed off that a little bit more, it could have been a different outcome, especially when you look at Stevo, that one foul in the last few minutes of the game, bro. And it could have went either way because Jimmy Butler kicked his foot
He
out.
kicked that man foot out. He kicked his foot out. I don't care what
You know what
nobody
I'm
say.
saying?
He always do that.
Did you feel like that was a good foul? I mean, a good call
That
for the
was
ref to let it
no. That
stand?
was they looked at it. It was clear as day that wasn't a foul. I
For
don't know
sure.
what they was looking at. That was a. I see they was trying. That was I don't like to say the little rig game, but that's just a little elbow, a little chicken wing the refs be putting out there. Like
Yeah.
they got the little momentum. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. For me, I felt like the call was gonna get overturned, but as they kept
That's what
playing
I
it,
thought.
you know what I'm saying? But as they kept playing, I was like, bruh, it's something gotta be wrong. Because for me, it's obvious. But from the ref standpoint, they probably feel like, hey, most people when they shoot, they kick their feet out. So they probably didn't see that it was blatant enough. I don't know. But
That
nonetheless, shout
man
out to the
whole
Nuggets.
leg, that
Bro.
man whole leg did the L in the middle of the day go L. What you
Exactly.
mean? Like
But shout
it's
out
a
to the Nuggets for keeping their composure, bro. They kept their
the
composure because
whole
they could
the
have lost
whole
it.
every game for the most part they kept their composure. They didn't get rattled. Even when like you said when he made that three and he got that foul on the next drive on the next end, Murray was right there talking about some. We good. We good. Calm down.
For
Came
real.
right back down. Gave it a yoke. That's when he had Murray Lowry on him. Got that foul. Switched the momentum again. So
Facts.
they knew the moment. They understood the moment. Shout out and credit to Coach Malone for preparing them for this moment because he super stressed this. He stressed how serious he was about this finals. He didn't let this team get low. He didn't let this team get overconfident. Even when they was up, they like, bro, you still ain't playing your best basketball. Game one, he was
Hmm.
upset. He was
Yeah.
upset about the way he say, if you're gonna play like this whole time, you're gonna lose.
Yeah. And
And
that
they've
was
been play. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and that's just a coach having a pulse of his team. And we know, like in certain situations, when a coach has the pulse of his team and has his team completely bought in, that's when you see championship results. Because yes, they won their first game, but he was like, no, we left 15. We gave these guys
Mhm,
15 open 3-point shots. They just didn't knock them down. And then they came
mhm.
in and Miami Heat stole game two. So and they still bounced back. So you got to give a lot of credit to Coach Malone because he definitely coached a hell of a series and a playoffs. Really, if you're thinking about some of the things, because it was the same way, like to close out some of those games against the Lakers, that shit was not easy because the
It's
Lakers
not at
they
all.
had some momentum and the Nuggets was like, nah, we got this. We snatching
And
this
they
up.
That's correct. He beat basically two champions in the most
Mm-hmm.
in back to back. He went up against a well championship coach, team that won the championship, and you got to be real prepared. And like you said, it's almost like he went insane during this playoff because he was like, "Bro, I'm not going. I'm not going back to
Right.
Denver without winning. I'm
Right.
not doing it." Because this is like to me, it felt like a completely 180 from the Malone I've been knowing.
For real.
Like he knew what it was a stake it was. He was like, "Hey, Joker, my guy. I know how they talk. They gonna talk about him if we don't get it. I'm gonna be on the hot seat as well. We finna get this ring."
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it was just in due time. And I'm gonna say this, Steve-O. No more MB talk, y'all. No more MB talk. Joker shut that shit down. Joker chilled the end of the. He was like, "You can have the MVP." So he chilled out the latter part of the season. He said, "You can have it," and he went on a championship run to prove that he was worthy for at least to be considered the best center in the game. And some people will put him as the best player in the game right now. No more MB talking till he can get past the second round. I don't want to
On
hear
my
it no
mama,
more.
it's
I don't
done.
want to hear it no more.
It's done.
For
Yeah,
real.
all the NB hate is gone. You can't say nothing no more now. You can't. You really can't say nothing no more. You can say he athletic. He ain't raw to play. You can't stop him.
Yeah,
Your favorite player got killed by him.
For real.
And I can guarantee you this year he definitely got killed he killed all y'all favorite players.
Yep. Because he definitely had some bigs out there looking real silly throughout this
And,
playoff run.
and they athletic freaks out there. And he a freaking under a whole different type of way.
Facts. Facts. But Stevo, how disappointed was Jimmy Butler this series, bro?
Um I ain't trying to sound terrible, but like it's not really disappointing to me because this is what I've always known Jimmy Butler to be. Um yeah, he can be great in great moments, but he's never been that guy that's just a bona fide superstar. That's gonna get you, that's gonna wheel you. Like he will wheel you there, but he can't wheel it's on he like Moses. I get you there, but I don't know if I can open the gates for you. Like I
I'm
don't know
with
if
you.
I go cross the threshold. It's
I'm
just
with you.
this type of L and players like him. Not saying he was that type of player to poke fun at players, which he's not, but
Hmm.
players like him make you understand the AIs. It makes you understand the Charles Barkley's. Like, God damn, it's really hard to win.
It is
It
really hard to
it
win.
really is really hard to win. I know we say in the football like it's hard to win. It's hard to win in the NBA too. It's
Facts.
a lot of people. I was just arguing with somebody on the box, talking about going crazy at Dame, and I'm like, yeah, he tripped and something, but he went up against some. He went against Harden and CP3. He went up against Golden State. He went up against AD and Cousins. Like that's not nothing to sneeze at.
Right.
These are Hall of Famers. There's great players that you're gonna run into. So it just play like seeing this. I feel like now this is almost like a modern version of not saying really, but it's almost like a modern version of looking what Charles went through. So I feel like everybody in the current era looking at this right now should like that should kill that
Yeah.
getting on Charles Barkley about that. Just looking
Yeah.
at this one because no matter what, like I have my I have my little personal beef with Jimmy. I'm still a little hurt they lost because I still got love for the bro. We drafted him. He came from here. Like that love always gonna be there. But I always knew that when it came down to it, either he wasn't gonna be that aggressive. A, he's gonna be injured, or B, or C, he just not gonna make the best move or the best decision in a timely manner. Like that turnover killed him at the end,
Yeah. It
and
was
he
bad.
traveled.
Yeah. It was
So it's
bad.
like, hey, yeah, I understand you hurt, I understand, but like the Jokic twisted his ankle too.
Yeah.
Everybody hurt.
Everybody
You
hurt
gotta
with
will.
something.
You got if you want to be that dude, you want to be known as that guy. Hey, you gotta will people to the promised land, and you just
I'm
keep
with
coming
you.
up short.
I'm with you though, man. But I gotta give Jimmy credit, a lot of credit in this respect. The man, they lost their first play-in game, come back, win the second play-in game in the first round, knock off the NBA championship favorites. Milwaukee Bucks got them out of there. They knocked
Bro.
out the
Ooh.
70s. They play the
Let
76ers,
me
right?
just
Got them out of there.
yeah.
And then they
And let
played
me
the
just tell
Boston
you,
Celtics.
I'm gonna just tell you right now, it's a lot of Bucks fans that's happy right now.
Yeah, you already know.
They, bro, I did Twitter godly.
But just think about the run that the Miami Heat went on. That was a run to go through. Like, and they already I ain't saying I'm not making no excuses for them, but they exhausted so much until this point. And
Yeah,
they really the fire ran out, in my opinion. The
yeah.
fire ran out, and that's bro. Caleb
It is what
Martin,
it is.
he's solid. I don't think Caleb Martin a bad player. But I will say that we know what he is now, a role player. It's not a
Hmm.
guy that they really can depend on and be like, all right, lead us to the promised land, which leads me to my next point that I gotta say. Pat Riley, you gotta go ahead and figure out how to get Damian Lillard on your team.
Badly build or something. Something.
Damian Lillard, I believe, had Miami listed on. He did an interview. I believe Miami was on his list of team. I think it was Brooklyn, Miami, and a few other places that he was just discussing. He
Brooklyn.
said he willing to move if the front office approach him. He will never approach them. Portland
Yeah.
Trailblazers. We got assets. We got Tyler Hero. What y'all trying to do? What you think about that idea?
Hey, Pat Riley should be on the plane right now. Hey, call Nike, call whoever they gotta do, call whoever they gotta do. Even though he ain't with Nike, he in Oregon, so that's their headquarters. And
Okay,
do something,
headquarter. Yep.
whatever. Call Adidas rep. I don't care if you gotta get him a billboard that stick on the floor. I don't care. Get him there. You need to go get him. You need like Mark Eversley and AK was for Debo. That's how you got to treat this situation.
Facts.
Go to him.
You
They
got
flew to Demar.
yeah.
So
You
you
gotta
like you said, he done laid down the rug. You have the assets more than most of the other people, and you still in a good situation to run it back. You better do it.
facts. Yeah, because I think that now you know what Jimmy Butler can do. We know that he comes with that dog mentality. You seen that
Mhm.
Bam can rise to the occasion. You seen that. But now you need that third superstar who got the clip and who can be able to help take over games. You don't have to question that with Damian Lillard. You still got to question
Facts.
that with players like a Tyler Hero. You ain't going to count on Kyle Lowry that much. Go ahead and make that move, man, because I think that'll be the next step. And if they do get Damian Lillard, no question, they'll be top 3 contender in the Eastern Conference in my mind, at least.
Cause hell, I sure don't want to see that happen. I ain't trying to deal with Dame, man. I'm just not. But at the basketball in me wants to see him just to go somewhere where he has a
Right.
chance. Cause I'm tired. First of all, I'm tired of watching you at midnight, and two, I want to see you win some playoff games.
Oh, bro. So, man, and it was just named
Jesus,
that
JDH.
that Joker. The JDH. Let us get we finna get into the comments here shortly, but we
Oh,
gotta
bro.
announce that the Joker has been named Finals MVP and rightfully so.
Bro. Hey,
Rightfully so.
should have been MVP for real, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely creeping up into some of the best centers in the world. It's still for me, it's still to be determined how far up ahead he is because there's so many ahead of him. But I'm not ready to have that conversation because we gotta let this guy continue to play out his career. We don't even know if he gonna come. What if he comes back to another 2 or 3 finals? You know what I'm saying? Then he
And
really can
hell, he
cement
could be
himself.
like Dirk.
You know what I'm saying? Or just have one like Dirk, like you said.
I'm about to say he could be Tim Duncan or he could be Dirk. Who
You know what I'm
knows?
saying? You or Halajuan, you know
Elijah
what I'm
with
saying?
two.
Get you two
Yep.
something. So let's he definitely
That's
one of the greatest
crazy.
centers,
He
bro.
had two.
Yes, that's when Mike was
Yeah, that's
on
what
break.
I was just about to say. But crazy point. You run into Michael. Hey,
For
these
real.
great players be running into people, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So, hey, shout out to the Denver Nuggets. Shout out to Joker. No more Embiid talk
We
until he
called it
make it out the second round. I told y'all
in five.
in 5, baby. I know
We tell
JDS is like, Bobby, you ready to change your pick? Nah, I got to stick with it. I stuck with it and let that we have it. But hey, we going to jump into the comments and then we going to get up out of here. We got our man Drip in the building, said best game of the series. Absolutely,
definitely,
it was. For
most
sure.
definitely.
JDA said you called it, Bobby. Denver in 5. Flame Jane said that Jimmy was trash. It is what it is. Yeah, it was not. It was not Jimmy best
Definitely
performance,
not
man.
his best night.
He tried to get it going at the end, but it was in my mind it was too late. It made it
Yeah,
interesting, but it was just
he
too
thought it
late.
was golf, but this ain't you playing like golf, like bro. You can't come from behind. What you doing?
For real. JDA said Miami ended the season on a high note, still just not enough gas in the tank or consistent talent on the roster. They'll be back. They're a class organization. They definitely, bro. They gonna be able to make some noise. Still. JDA said Embiid is elite, but Joker is on another level. Facts. Flame James said Jimmy was playing scared, and the main reason they lost, lights were obviously too bright. Wow. You got something to say to that?
What was this?
The lights were too bright for Jimmy tonight.
Like it's not. I can't say he was too bright. It's just that's what Jimmy does. Like I'm not gonna say because he definitely hit a big three that they could still be playing right now if
Yeah,
they just executed better. But I won't say the lights got too bright. It was just, did we honestly think they was gonna beat them? like
some
like
people did.
I get it, but like what we been saying the last few days that Miami had to do to win. Be perfect. You're not
Pretty
gonna be
much.
perfect when you have how many undrafted players on your team?
Yeah, 7.
That's just the reality. Like you got NPJ, who's supposed to be a potential number one pick. That's your third option, even though he didn't show up. Like it just levels when it comes to this. Like I get it, Jimmy didn't show up, but like even healthy Jimmy, it probably would have been the same outcome.
Yep. Yep. I
Same
told
time
you
off,
they
like
they they
fresh.
need that additional score. And
Yeah,
to
it's just
me,
like what it really is like when it comes down to it. Jimmy is not a certified number one. He
no.
can be a number one for a long periods and long stints, but to win the what you want to win, you can't. He's not that player.
And that's
And I've never seen, even in the players that I've seen that have done it and wheeled them to something, they had plenty of help. I
yeah.
can't say he had that much help.
Yeah, and that's why I'm willing to say, like, bro, Damian Lillard would have been perfect because on nights where Jimmy Butler comes out and wants to just stick defense and
And
facilitate,
facilitate.
you know that Dame Lillard got the clip, and when they run a pick and roll with Bam, you
Hmm.
don't have a choice but to get up on that pick and roll. You don't have a choice, so then that opens up the floor for those role players you wanted to depend on, and Max Strus, and Gabe
Hmm.
Vincent, and Caleb Martin. You take pressure off those guys. But in this case, they just didn't have that guy. So
Yeah, that's really what it is.
Smear Sis said, y'all want to remind you that we hijacked their state. Hey, man, look, Smear Sis, you know I love you. You know I love my Bulls. But screw them right now. Screw
Bruh,
them right now.
we barely booed them motherfuckers out the building. I ain't trying to talk about them.
I thought they would run Hero out there today. I mean, but I get why they didn't play him. The
I
game
knew they. I knew. What's that dude? What's that dude on the bench that they throw out there? Heath. What's his name? What he got on the
High
Heat?
Smith.
Once I seen High Smith come out, I was like, yeah, he ain't playing.
Yeah.
He not playing.
And I think
I don't
you just got
know.
to protect the
I
player, bro.
now, now the way Stru's been struggling, I ain't gonna lie, I would have threw him out there though.
I feel you. But I mean, coach probably was like, I mean, if you think about it, bro, you got sometimes you want to protect the player. They already was saying that he still got the pain in his hand. You don't want to further, injure that or deal with something
I,
like that. So
yeah,
I get it. I get both sides to it, but I understand why he didn't play tonight.
I mean, I knew he wasn't going. He said it before the game. I'm not putting him in unless I absolutely have to. So I knew he pretty much wasn't gonna play him.
Yeah. So I thought it was gonna be like that. Jimmy is like KD. He needs a team to help him win a chip, and that's fine. But truly special players help teams win championships.
Mm.
You feel me? So it is what it is.
Well, why they
V
got this
Dog,
weird ass yellow
what
light?
up, my guy? He said, salute to Uncle Shay Shay. He out at FS1 today. If the Nuggets closed it out tonight, it was a great 7-year run, but you deserve better than Skip, idiot Bayless.
Hey, he's
I'm
bro.
with you.
That final buzzer went off. He said, "Nice working with Skip."
Hey, and JDA said, hit that like button, bitches.
Bro, don't make him say it again.
Let's face it, Jimmy Butler has to be a second option, says Shay. Stevo, I told you that heavy legs was going to be a problem for Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, heavy leg and a hurt ankle.
Bro.
That's a double whammy. That boy, that's how Deontay Wilder said he felt after he walked down the aisle with that big ass costume.
Bro, dumb as hell.
Oh, bro.
Shay also said, let's keep it real. Miami needs a point guard to facilitate in late game
Yeah,
situations.
they should have been one of the main people trying to get Brunson.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. They need to call up Dame, man. Call up Dame. If you trying to go for it, go for it. Cause it's only so many years left
Bro, don't sit
with
there
Jimmy.
and get no little premature. I don't know point guard. You need a sure thing. Go and get Dame.
Mhm.
Y'all, Jimmy ain't getting no older. I mean, no younger. Bam, finna into that age where he's entering his physical prime.
Yeah,
I I know
go
y'all don't
for it.
believe in Tyler Hero for real. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's time to go for it, bro. I think you got to go for it. You
For
got
real this time.
Damian Lillard, he what 32, 33. Jimmy Butler, he like what 34, something like that. And Jimmy Butler, he puts fear in his opponents in the East. So that's clear. So y'all still have another shot at least getting another run to the finals.
Did I just see Jimmy? I mean, I just see Joker with a 211.
I ain't never drinking to 11. Shout out Auntie Go.
That's a tall ass bill he got his name. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah. V Dog said Hero wasn't gonna play regardless in the series. Why clearing for activity is dumb. I get you.
I
CJ
think
the truth.
that keep people on their toes.
Yeah, that's true. That to had a other team, it's a chess match. So you be like, you had a other team thinking like, oh shit, Tyler Hero coming back. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's the stuff that they do. These
Man
players
game.
and coaches, they yeah, right. Mind game. So that's what it is. And CJ the truth, this is the first championship for them in the franchise's history. So
That's
shout
why
out to the
they.
Denver
That's
Nuggets.
why they were yelling for every damn play.
For real. That's why they going
Somebody could have dropped their coke on the on the side. They would have screamed, "Yeah, ice!"
nuts. You talking about ice. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
And, oh yeah, shout out to KCP with his second ring on, bro.
Bro, that's that, bro. And he made clutch free throws.
Facts.
Clutch free throws. But there you have it. The Denver Nuggets defeat the Miami Heat 94-89 in 5. With
Oh, bro,
Nikola
we said
Joker
it.
being the MVP. Go ahead and do your thing. Steve-O, give your final thoughts, bro, so we can rule.
Hey man, if you don't like basketball, just say that, cause y'all know this mud was busting. But yeah, hey man, it been another good season, but the constant still don't stop. We still gonna be dropping constantly. So y'all make sure y'all tune in, hit that notification bell, and subscribe.
Bro. So there you have it, man. It is what it is. There you have it. The NBA season is now over.
Over.
We sad, y'all, but the content does not stop, as Steve-O
I ain't
previously
sad. I'm
mentioned.
ready for this football, but like I said, this
Bro,
content don't stop.
football
Bro.
is right around the corner. We Gucci. We just that mean we just gonna be coasting a little bit, but it's good. The
Bro.
content's still gonna come. Make sure you hit Steve-O up on all social media platforms at Steve-O Speaks, and y'all can hit me up at Cognac Boys on all social media platforms. If you want to follow everybody here collectively, hit us up at NBA Central Pod on all social media platforms. Send any questions, comments, concerns at NBA Central Show at gmail.com. Yay. Y'all already know, man. We gonna catch y'all on the next